He was just on his way to have lunch with a friend, and in a split second, those plans completely changed. Mario Tobar was simply just crossing the street when he was hit by a car back in November, and 2 months later, his death still weighs heavy on his family's hearts. After a $4 billion bond was erased and lowered to $150,000, Antonio Willis is a free man for now. The recipe for the pre-roll treatment is pretty simple. When you mix a whole lot of salt with water, you get brine, and that's going to help reduce some of the ice on the roadways. It might not feel like it, but it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas here in downtown Temple. They just lit up the Christmas tree. Killeen police have been chasing this fugitive for the last 2 days. Bell County has seen more than 300 sexual assault incidents. The top 3 agencies with the most incidents were the Bell County Sheriff's Office with 45, Temple PD with 68, and Killeen PD with more than 200 incidents. Calling the tip line isn't your only option. You can send a text, submit information online, or even use the P3 app, and with one touch, you too can be a crime stopper.
It's been really hard since this happened. Instead of having him over at the house for Thanksgiving or Christmas, we were here decorating his grave.
The family of 46-year-old Mario Tobar now have to visit him at his grave. The loving father died back in November. He was crossing the street when police say an SUV struck him, and the driver left without helping.
We shouldn't have to see our father like this, and not just like 1 or 2 kids suffer. All of us do suffer. He has 11 kids.
The holidays were heartbreaking and hard for the family to deal with.
Instead of watching him in person and being able to hug him and tell him that we love him, we were watching home videos of him to hear his laugh.
They are upset. It took 2 months for 60-year-old Sherry McClure to be charged. She turned herself in after a warrant was issued for her arrest.
She was out there running free for 2 months. You know, I don't understand why she wasn't arrested when she first confessed to hitting him.
Why did she leave him? Why didn't she stay with him after she hit him, after she did what she did? She could have stayed with him.
And now that McClure is behind bars,
I'll be at every court hearing. She will know my face. This is a face she will never forget. He will not be forgotten. He's not forgotten. He won't ever be forgotten.
His family says they will keep fighting for Mario and will not stop until justice is served. In Harker Heights, Tiana Jenkins, KWTX News 10.
Let's go Santa, Santa strong!
Hundreds of Jeeps filled the parking lot of HEB in Copper's Cove with banners, signs, and window art showing love and support for 16-year-old Savannah Lewis. Savannah and her dad love Jeeps, and he is part of a Jeep Facebook group run by Jason and Missy Cook. And after a talk last week, Jason just knew he had to do something to cheer him up.
I got home and I said, we've got to do something. And we brought the Jeep community together, and they've, as you can see, they've come out in full force.
Jeep owners say when the word got out about a Jeep parade, everyone was all in. Jeeps, big and small, and drivers from all over Texas and even Missouri made their way downtown and throughout the city. Residents cheered them on as they rolled through Savannah's neighborhood while she was sitting outside watching each Jeep that passed by.
There were definitely moments that I could tell that she was overcome, by it all, because she would laugh a little, smile. She was definitely waving. I thought she was going to cry a couple times when people came up with flowers and the gifts and all that. So I know it really meant a lot to her.
Battling cancer can be hard. Her dad said Savannah used to feel like no one cared, but the community is supporting her 100%, and they want her to always remember,
We love you, Savannah!
So keep fighting. We'll keep praying for a miracle, and we'll see what happens.
The Savannah Strong campaign has even spread as far as Germany, and they hope it will continue and inspire all. In Copper's Cove, Tiana Jenkins, KWTX News 10.
We've gathered to celebrate her life and praise God for the blessing and inspiration she was to us all.
16-year-old Savannah Lewis passed away January 2nd. Her battle with cancer inspired many to be brave and strong. Family, friends, members of the Jeep community, and everyone who wanted to show their love and support for Savannah gathered at Christian House of Prayer for her memorial services.
She was a person who walked in the room and everybody would light up. She would bring everybody together as one, and she never ever had strangers. She'd always have friends.
Even in her last days, her focus was not on herself.
She wanted the house decorated, something others could enjoy with her. She wanted snow, something others could enjoy with her. She wanted to see Christmas, something others could enjoy with her.
And thanks to the community, she was able to see all those wishes come true. Tears and laughter filled the church as everyone remembered the good times they shared with Savannah.
Her little tiny self would jump over the couches just to make us laugh. She took me to her hospital prom. It was the best memory of her that I had.
And if Savannah could see everyone today,
she'd probably tell everybody to stop crying and have fun.
Although they will miss Savannah, her spirit will live on forever. And if you don't ever think you are strong enough, remember to be Savannah strong. In Copper's Cove, Tiana Jenkins, KWTX News 10.